Hi there, this is an episode of a series I shot a couple of years ago called Jam Rear Kitchen, in which my wife makes something and I tell you how she did it.
In this video, how to make dairy-free egg muffins. The ingredients are, of course, eggs. I suggest using 10 or 11 if you have a 12 portion muffin tin. Then flavourings. For this video, we'll be using leftover chicken. You could use any meat or meat alternative. Vegan cheese, because we're a dairy-free household, but again, you could use any type of cheese you prefer. Also some herbs to add to the chicken ones. And the third flavour, pesto. We buy this from Tesco free from range because it doesn't contain any dairy. They do a green pesto in this range as well, but the red one has lots of tomato and herbs, so we went with that for these muffins. Now for the equipment. A muffin tray. We have a 12 portion one, which is nice for making a big batch at once. If you don't have a muffin tin, you could use a Yorkshire pudding or cupcake tin. They tend to be a bit shallower though, so you would just use less eggs and you would end up with something smaller, like an egg bite, than a muffin size. This is non-stick, but if yours isn't, then you can grease it when you're ready to add in the egg mixture. Some type of bowl or jug to whisk up your eggs in. It can be a good idea to use a jug because it makes it easier to pour the eggs into the tray. And just a fork to whisk with. You can use a whisk if you prefer, but a fork gets the job done. Before you begin, preheat the oven to around 180 degrees Celsius or gas mark 4, a medium heat. So you start by breaking the eggs. Once you've cracked all the eggs into the jug, break up the yolks with the fork and give them a good whisk to incorporate the yolks and whites together. Since there are 3 fillings, you can use a row for each different one. So you can fill up 2 rows first, then mix in the pesto and fill the third one. Fill each portion in 2 rows to about 3/4 full. Then it's time to add in the pesto to the remaining egg. Try about a spoonful to begin with and just keep adding a bit at a time until you think you have enough flavour in there for your taste. Once you reach that desired flavour, it's time to pour into the third row in the muffin tin. These were large eggs this time, which meant there was a bit of egg left over. We probably could have used 10 instead of 11. You can save the extra bit in the fridge to use later. Now it's time to add your other flavourings. Starting here with leftover chicken. Just add in a couple of chunks to each portion, then sprinkle on the herbs. This is dried oregano, or as some people term it, oregano. Add in your cheese into the third row. Just sprinkle in how much you'd like. Then you can push it down into the egg to make sure it's incorporated. Then it's time to pop them in the oven. They need about 15 minutes. After that allotted amount of time, if they're still not looking set or firm when you check on them, give them an extra few minutes until they don't wobble anymore. Then remove from the oven. They will look very puffy when they first come out, but they quickly deflate as they cool. After around an hour, they'll be ready to remove from the tin. They should lift out fairly easily, or they may just need a gentle loosen around the edge. So now to try these 3 egg muffins. This first one is the pesto. So you've got the squidginess of the eggs, that's the consistency, and then the spicy kind of herby thing of the pesto. Let's continue with one of the chicken ones. Very similar to the other one. You can see the chicken in there. That's what you get when you bite into it. And obviously the squidginess of the egg and the little dash of herbs as well. And lastly, we have the cheese one. I'm expecting this to be very cheesy, very much the same as the others, but with that cheese kick to it, which you can see on the top there. I think if I had to pick a favourite for me, it would be the chicken one, followed by the pesto, because I love that mix of flavours, and then the cheese one, because actually, if you like it plain, then this is for you. If you like a little bit more flavour, then one of the other two variations will suit you. So thank you very much for watching this video. If you try out this recipe yourself, please do tag me and let me know how you get on. You can tweet at JamieDyer89 on Twitter. Please do rate, comment and subscribe to this channel as well for more recipes and food related content.